स्मारक निर्माण किया गया है।
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे राम राम राम
संसार दावा नलनीधलोका त्राणाय कारुण्यं घनघनात्वं संसार दावा नलनीधलोका त्राणाय कारुण्यं घनघनात्वं प्राप्तस्य कल्याण गुणनवस्य वन्दे गुरो श्री चरणारविन्दं वन्दे गुरो श्री चरणारविन्दं वन्दे गुरो श्री चरणारविन्दं वन्दे गुरो श्री चरणारविन्दम्।
In the last part, we saw Butler Town blessed as Bhaktivedanta Swami initiates preaching mission in America. Now, further.
Swamiji, why didn't you let me serve?
Because your hands are dirty.
I'm using a knife and fork. How my hands are dirty?
They may not be grossly dirty, but subtly they are.
Actually, Swamiji, you are right. My mother used to get very upset if I touched anything while eating.
Then why did you give it up? So, when we speak of a creator, we have to consider him a person. He is the supreme person. He is our supreme father. We have a loving relationship with him. It's our ultimate goal of life to develop that love for him. That is real yoga.
But I thought that yoga was the way of expanding the mind so that we can become aware that we are God.
No, you cannot become God. God is always God. We are eternally His minute parts and parcels, His servants.
What about meditation?
Meditation means to completely absorb the mind in thoughts of the Supreme Lord, who sits in everyone's heart as the super soul. In this day and age, of course, it is quite impossible to sit quietly to control the mind, especially in a big city like New York. No, we are all very active. Therefore, the process is Bhakti Yoga. Engage yourself in devotional service to Lord Krishna. In that way,
Swamiji, why don't you sing us a bhajan? That would be lovely.
all right. Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuttapada Kamalam.
Hey Harvey, so when you going out to California?
In about a week. I got most of my stuff in storage, and Jenny's letting me sack out at her place until I leave.
Wait a minute, you're going to California?
Yeah,
Is anyone moving into your lot?
not yet.
Oh, man, because I'm looking for a place.
Here. Call this guy. Tell me you're a friend of mine. And that you're interested in taking over the rent.
Oh, that's great, man. Thanks.
Yeah, sure. No problem. Enjoy it.
Okay, so we've got cinnamon bun for you, right?
Down there?
Coffee.
That's for me and sugar this,
Coffee?
Raj.
Gets the ginger ale.
Me.
So if there's any
Sure.
Thank you.
So, what did you guys think of Dr. Mishra's guest speaker last night? What was his name? Bhaktivedanta, something like that?
Bhaktivedanta.
Is it just me, or did it seem like Dr. Mishra wasn't too thrilled with the Swami talking about God being a person?
Yeah, you know, it was kind of rude for him to cut off the Swami like that. And I was actually interested in what he had to say.
What do you think? Dr. Mishra's jealous of him?
Well, you know why he cut him off, don't you? He just got upset because he saw that we were interested in what the Swami was saying.
Wow. Even though I wasn't there last night, I have often heard you say not so nice things about Dr. Mishra.
Well, it's not just me. Everyone noticed. Even Harvey said he felt that Dr. Mishra was jealous of the Swami.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, well, maybe I'm wrong, but if you guys don't like Dr. Mishra, why do you keep going to his classes?
All right, cool out, Sandra. We're all impressed by Dr. Mishra. We're just more impressed by the Swami.
There's something about him. I don't know if it's his simplicity that's so attractive, or maybe his sweet, melodious voice. Well, it seems like I missed out on a lot by not being there last night. Maybe I would have fallen in love with him too.
He's 70 years old.
Hey, nevertheless.
Look, let's get serious
Here, I mean, the Swami is actually really cool. I mean, I think it's his wisdom that makes him attractive.
I kind of like the idea that God is sort of a concerned father who loves you, a supreme being who watches out for you, sort of a supreme personality.
Carl was telling me that there's going to be a folk music festival here on the park Saturday. Do you want to go?
That sounds like fun. What is it?
Hey, isn't that the Swami over there?
I don't know. Well, let's go speak to him.
Want to see him?
Yeah.
Let's go over there. Excuse me, Swami.
Oh,
Hi.
how are you?
Oh, I'm fine, thanks. This is my friend Sandra.
You did not attend the last two classes?
Yes, I'm quite busy. Actually, I have to make some money. So you've been having your classes regularly now?
Well, I wish I had my own place. Then I could run the classes regularly. Though it is a very big city, but it is very difficult to find a place to satisfy my needs and be affordable at the same time.
Well, Harvey's moving out to California and his loft would be ideal for you. But he already lent it out to David Allen for a while until he returns. But anyway, David really admires you and may be willing to share the loft with you. So if Harvey's still around, I'll speak to him about it.
That will be very nice. Harvey, in fact, came to me once or twice, but he never mentioned that he is going to California.
Harvey does that sometimes. He rarely reveals his plans. But I'm sure he'll be happy to help out.
Talk to him about it.
Yeah, okay. I'll call Harvey and David and we'll see if there's something we can work out. We must find you a place, Swami.
Thank you.
It's my pleasure.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Hey, can't you
Hey,
see?
sorry, man. This is it.
Hey, listen. Hey, man. Hey, man, you got a cigarette to spare? Hey,
Get lost.
It's a cigarette, man. Come on.
God.
Oh, go away.
I told you that he wouldn't have a problem becoming a vegetarian.
That is very nice.
Why don't you step here?
Yes, thank you.
So you'll have to excuse the mess. And I just finished moving, so I'm still living out of boxes.
Well, that's all right, man. I just wanted to get Swami settled before I left for California.
That's cool, man. So make yourself at home, Swami.
It's very kind of you to let me move in. Thank you.
My name is Michael Grant.
My name is Bhaktivedanta Swami.
May I ask you a question?
Sure. What is it?
When you see an old man getting beaten up, what will you do? Will you interfere or will you walk past?
I cannot answer that question unless I'm there. See, I must know who that old man is, what he did, and why he was beaten up.
I can see you're a wise man. I also like the way you sing. Actually, I have a tambura and I thought it'd be nice to play while you sing.
Oh, you have a tanpura?
Yes, I found it in the shop on 3rd Avenue.
Why don't you bring it with you when you come here?
All right, I will. I really enjoyed the music. It's fascinating how you keep time with your hand symbols.
They are kartals. Kartals. You see? You want to try? No, not like this. I'll show you. Try.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Could you explain more about the chant?
This is the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. In this age known as Kali, only chanting of the Mahamantra can purify our hearts and make us spiritually advanced. In India, many devotees play this instrument while chanting this mantra. I understand that you are interested in music.
I've studied music for many years. I play piano.
Nice. So, why don't you come next Sunday? Also bring your friends with their instruments. We can have a big kirtan.
Oh, that'd be great. I have quite a few friends who would be interested in coming.
So, I can expect you next Sunday.
You can count on it. I'll see you, Swami.
Hare Krishna, Mr. Michael. When a living entity turns away from God, he falls into this miserable material existence. The only way out of this suffering condition is to surrender unto the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna.
But most people in today's world don't believe in God.
That is because they do not have any information about God. In some remote corners of the world, people may not know that a city called New York exists where there are buildings that are 100 stories high. But if somebody goes and tells them about this city, shows them the pictures of these buildings, then they may become aware of it. Similarly, people may not know about God. But if someone who knows about God tells them about Him, then they will become aware of Him and have faith in Him.
So that's why you're here, to teach us about God.
Yes, not that everyone understands. But if you listen submissively, then you will get to know about Him.
I want to know Him, Swami.
Good. You have already taken the first step on the road to enlightenment.
Can I sit down here?
Yes, please do.
Thank you. Are you from India?
Yes. And you?
I'm an American citizen. My father immigrated from Turkey and I was a little boy at that time. What's in the bag?
These are my chanting beads. I chant the name of the Lord with them.
Oh, like a rosary?
Yes, you can say that.
Are you Roman Catholic?
I am a devotee of the Lord. I have come here to preach how to love God.
Oh, when did you come?
A few months before.
And where did you stay?
Not quite far from here. Number 33 Riverside Drive.
Is that where your churches are?
Not really. I have many centers around this country and also in many cities around the world. I have many followers and many students.
But you say you just got here a couple months ago.
Yes, they are there, but they have not manifested as yet. Time is separating me from them.
Oh, I see.
Hey, man, I know you. Jeez, don't tell me. David, right?
Yeah, we met before.
Not formally. My name's Frank. I don't know if you remember me. I was at your place the other night for the lecture, you know, the Swami.
Right.
Yeah, I teach philosophy over at NYU, so, you know, naturally I was interested in what the Swami had to say.
So what'd you think?
I mean, let's face it, it's kind of hokey, isn't it?
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, it's both world-affirming and world-denying at the same time. Okay, for example, okay, look at this scotch. This is material, all right? My body is material. So the way I see it, by drinking it, I'm just mixing material things together, you know? I mean, what's the harm actually in being intoxicated? I mean, let's look at it in terms of definitions. Drunk, inebriated, intoxicated. These are all material things, material definitions. And yet he talks about the world being an illusion, as if it doesn't exist. So the question is, what does it matter if I become intoxicated, or if I shoot up, or sleep around, or whatever? I mean, what does it matter if it doesn't really exist?
Look, I know I'm no expert on this subject, but I think the point is that intoxication is distracting from the spiritual life. If you're intoxicated, it's impossible to focus on God.
You don't seem to be focusing too hard yourself, my friend.
I know. I mean, I'm sitting here speaking out against distractions and I'm pouring one right down my throat. Look, I'm no Swami or anything, I mean, let's face it, but I'm still learning and eventually I'll give this up, just like I have meat and other sinful activities.
Hey man, you got to get excited. I mean, I'm just playing with you, you know. I mean, the way I see it, however you want to live your life is cool with me, you know. I mean, heck, what do I care? You know, I'm an atheist. Yeah, I mean, I admit, okay, Eastern philosophy does have some interesting theories, you know. But if you're really interested in reading about philosophy, I suggest you read some Nietzsche or some Schopenhauer or something like that. You know, speaking of intoxicating distractions, get a load of her.
You know her?
That, my friend, is Claire Tapley. She's new and I hear she's pretty wild.
Does she have a boyfriend?
Well, not tonight. Hey, you know, I tell you what, it just occurred to me. She and my girlfriend and I, we were going to be going out to the pier later on tonight. And we were just, you know, just kind of hang out, you know, drink some beer, smoke a little reefer, you know, and anyways, she's going to be all alone. I figured maybe she could use the company, if you know what I mean. So, you interested?
Yeah, I'm game.
Cool, man. All right. Let me go talk to her, and we'll set it up, all right?
Right.
Be back in a few seconds, okay? Don't go away.
Anyway, don't worry about David. By the time he'll be wrapped around Carly's little finger.
David,
What?
haven't I told you not to leave the soap on the bathroom floor? It is dangerous.
How is soap dangerous?
The wet floor can get slippery.
Yeah.
David, so many times before, I've told you this.
Look, all right. Look, I'm getting pretty sick and tired of you telling me what to do all the time. Just get off my case already, all right?
Now, if someone begins this yoga of self-realization, but unfortunately cannot complete the task successfully, he is not a loser. He will be given the chance to continue in the next life. And that life will be no ordinary life. But for the one who is successful, oh, what to speak of him? He will go back home, back to Godhead, to enjoy a life of spiritual bliss. So, we are holding this class, and although you have multifarious duties, come here 3 times a week to try to understand. It will not go in vain. Even if you stop coming here, the impressions will remain with you. Now, we will chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Who are you? What are you doing here?
I'm watching you. As a matter of fact, I've been watching your every move.
I'm honored to hear that. You make me feel like a very important person. Please tell me, what can I do for you?
You can do something for me, all right? Beat it. Just stop this nonsense and get lost.
I am sorry. That is one thing that I cannot do. I came here to spread the holy name of Krishna, and I cannot give up that mission on your request.
But you have to stop that. This is our world now, and it's our time to rule.
No, this world is not yours. Everything belongs to Krishna. He is the supreme proprietor. And I am here simply to remind that to everyone, including yourself.
No, this is the age of Kali. He is the supreme ruler and the supreme proprietor. And if you do not surrender to him, then you too will be destroyed.
You are Kali's agent?
Yes. I am the loyal servant of my master, the ruler of the earth world. He spreads his influence by fulfilling the desires of everyone and spreading irreligiosity.
And as a result of that, people are suffering. The world is plagued with misery, destruction, war, violence have crippled the human civilization. Therefore, I have come to save this world.
You don't even know who's going to save you, and you want to save the world. I mean, look around you. People want to enjoy, so let them enjoy. I mean, look at their splendor, look at their glorious achievements. Look how happy they are, and you say they're miserable.
What you term as their glorious achievements is actually an incredible burden that is crushing them. What you call their happiness is only their intoxicated madness. How can you be so blind not to see that?
Look, that is how we brought them under our control. They're our property now, you got that? Don't even think about taking them away from us.
I have come here to release them from your evil influence. I will continue to strive for that until my last breath.
This lone man staggering to his grave dares to challenge our master, the conqueror of the world, the ruler of this age, who has spread his influence in every nook and cranny? This man must be a lunatic.
As a national security measure, President Johnson signed a bill today to commit 10,000 more troops to Vietnam. The president said this in a press conference held at a United Nations meeting in Bern, which will end tomorrow. The situation in Vietnam, he said, is a very delicate one and must be handled with strict attention. The main factor in this war, according to the White House, is the possible loss of U.S. soldiers, which must be avoided at all costs. In Lima, Peru, a devastating earthquake hit the capital last night. It came as a complete surprise at 4:24 a.m. According to experts, an estimated 5,000 people died and 3,000 are still missing. The Peruvian government has mobilized the army in an intense emergency rescue mission. This was the biggest earthquake in Peru since 1892. In the world of sports, the Boston Celtics defeated the Philadelphia 76ers in overtime. As a national security measure, President Johnson signed a bill today to commit 10,000 more troops to Vietnam. The president said this in a press conference held at a United Nations meeting in Bern, which will end tomorrow. The situation in Vietnam, he said, is a very delicate one and must be handled with strict attention. The main factor in this war, according to the White House, is the possible loss of U.S. soldiers, which must be avoided at all costs.
Are you
in Lima, Peru,
Hello, enlightenment. Where are you?
It came as a complete surprise at 4:24 a.m.
Hello.
According to experts, an estimated 5,000
Hello,
people died.
Swami. Hello out there. I am enlightenment.
As a national security measure, President Johnson signed a bill today to commit 10,000 more troops to Vietnam. The president said this in a press conference held at the United Nations meeting in Bern, which will end tomorrow. The situation in Vietnam, he said, is a very delicate one and must be handled with strict attention. The main factor in this war, according to the White House, is the possible loss of U.S. soldiers at all costs. In Lima, Peru, a devastating earthquake hit the capital.
Shut up.
It came as a surprise at 4:24 a.m.
Nobody can hear you. Nobody can hear you. You are plugged into enlightenment. Hello.
David.